There's something strange about this place. At first, it just looks like a desert. Dry, quiet, empty. But then, you start to notice them. These towering shapes, rising out of the ground like they don't belong here at all. Cactus. But not the kind you're used to. These feel different. Older. Almost alive. I didn't expect much when I started this drive. Just another national park. Just another sunset. But something shifts. The moment you cross into Saguaro National Park, the road gets quieter. The air feels still. And suddenly, you're surrounded, not by trees, but by something that looks like trees. Except, they're not. Scene 2, first realization. Curiosity builds. Some of these saguaros are over 40 feet tall, and they've been standing here for more than 100 years. Just think about that. 100 years. Through heat, storms, silence, time itself. They don't move. They don't rush. They just exist. As you drive deeper into the park, the landscape starts to change. The light softens, the shadows stretch, and everything slows down. You stop thinking about where you're going and start noticing where you are. And that doesn't happen very often. Most of the time, life feels rushed. There's always somewhere to be, something to do, something waiting. But out here, none of that matters. It's just you, the road, and thousands of silent witnesses that have been here long before you. And then, the sun starts to drop, slowly, almost like it knows this place deserves its time. The sky turns warm, gold, orange, soft pink, and suddenly, everything changes. The cactus aren't just plants anymore. They become silhouettes, characters, each one different, each one with its own shape, its own story. Some of them look like they're reaching for the sky. Some stand completely still, arms folded, like they've already seen everything there is to see. And for a moment, you feel small, but not in a bad way. In a grounding way. That's the thing about traveling. You think you're going somewhere new, but really, it changes how you see everything else. It reminds you that the world doesn't move at your pace. You move through it. Driving through this place, you start to slow down without even realizing it. You don't rush the turns. You don't skip the views. You just take it in. And maybe that's something we forget too easily. We spend so much time chasing what's next that we miss what's right in front of us. But here, there's nothing to chase, no distractions, no noise, just a reminder that sometimes this moment is enough. As the sun dips below the horizon, the desert cools, the colors fade, and the sky slowly turns into something deeper, calmer. And the saguaros, they're still there, exactly as they were, unchanged, unbothered, timeless. And you realize this place doesn't need anything from you. It doesn't ask for attention. It doesn't try to impress. It just exists, beautifully, quietly, completely. And maybe that's what makes it unforgettable. By now, you've been on this road for a while, and something feels different. Not around you, but within you. It's quieter, not just the desert, but your thoughts. At some point, you stop looking for the next view. You stop reaching for your camera every few seconds, and instead, you just sit with it. The road, the sky, the silence. You start noticing things you didn't before. The way the light touches the ground, the faint sound of wind moving through something invisible, the stillness that somehow feels full. It's strange how a place with so little can make you feel so much. It reminds me of something. Not a specific moment, but a feeling. The kind you don't realize you miss until you experience it again. Back home, everything moves fast. Notifications, deadlines, plans stacked on plans. And even when you stop, your mind doesn't. But here, it finally does. Maybe that's why places like this matter. Not because they're dramatic, not because they're loud, but because they give you space to hear yourself again. And when that happens, something shifts. The road keeps going, curving gently through the desert. No rush, no urgency, just direction. And somehow, that feels enough. We're so used to needing answers, needing plans, needing certainty. But this drive, it doesn't give you any of that. And yet, it feels complete. Maybe not everything needs to be figured out. Maybe some things are meant to be experienced, felt, lived through, without needing to define them. Like this moment, that's what travel really does. Not the photos, not the locations, but this, the pause, the reset, the reminder that there's more. The last light of the day starts to disappear, and the desert shifts again, cooler now, darker, quieter. The kind of quiet that feels almost sacred. The saguaros are still there, unchanged, as they've always been, and they will be, long after this moment is gone. And that does something to you. It reminds you how small we are, but also how lucky we are to witness any of it at all. To be here, to see this, to feel this kind of stillness, even for a little while. That's not something we should take lightly. You start letting go of things you didn't even realize you were holding. Stress, pressure, expectations. They don't belong here. Eventually, the road begins to lead you back, out of the park, back toward noise, back toward movement, back to everything you left behind. But something stays with you. Not the exact views, not the specific turns, but the feeling. That stillness, that clarity, that quiet understanding that life doesn't always need to be chased. Sometimes it just needs to be noticed. Those saguaros, they don't chase anything. They don't rush growth. They don't compare. They just stand, year after year, becoming what they're meant to become. And maybe that's the lesson. You don't have to rush everything. You don't have to figure it all out right now. You don't have to chase every moment. Sometimes, you just have to be present enough to live it. The drive is over now, but in a way, it isn't. Because something from it stays with you. Not the road, not the place, but the way it made you feel. And maybe that's what makes a place truly unforgettable. Not where it is, but what it leaves behind.